I'm Dani Walker, and these are my favorite looks from the BAFTAs. Selena Gomez and Schiaparelli. Honestly, Schiaparelli lately has really just been doing it for me. Season after season of their Paris Spring Summer Couture specifically, there are so many red carpet gowns in those collections. Incredible. So Selena Gomez, I really feel like she has honed in on her style. She knows now what looks the best on her. This gown specifically is incredible. I also like the styling of this. The small diamond earrings, the delicate stacked bracelets, the jewelry, all of it is coming together in a very, very nice way. Also, she knows that she looks great with her hair pulled back. This has now, I think, become a very signature look and style for her. Now, we have been seeing her hair up and back, or like a shortened look, quite a bit. So I do think that this look also could have been worn with her hair styled down, a little bit of extensions, pulled back off the shoulders, still showing off the neckline, and that could have been another great styling option for this entire look. Saoirse Ronan wore custom Louis Vuitton. Wow, 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 to this beautiful type of sage or mint color, however you would like to describe it. I think it's beautiful. What I love in a simple gown is seamless construction. I don't see any puckering. There's no bends in the fabric. The way that this is laying on her is so beautiful. I also just love the matching shawl for this. And what I really appreciate about her styling, because this gown just works so well to complement the color of her eyes, is instead of going with a very muted lip color, she went with this bright old Hollywood red. It kind of gave it this vintage vibe, but I feel like it really changed this entire look, because if she had gone with a nude or like a blushy pink or anything like that, it really could have just washed her out completely. And I just think that the pop of red, it was classic, it was perfectly complemented to this entire style. So it was one of my favorites. The one thing I think I would have added though was a little bit of jewels on her hands. I don't really think that this look, because of the lip, needed a large diamond necklace, although you could have gone that route. I'm definitely an accessories girl, but I wish she would have had a little bit of jewels on her hands. Lupita is wearing Chanel, and I feel like some people might be on the fence about this look. She's personally one of my favorite style inspirations, and I just think a style icon. She's so beautiful. So I really, really love this look because it reminds me of a very feminine take on suiting. So we're seeing the bow tie here, of course, which is a little bit oversized and it doesn't have structure to it. We see the black and the white colors of this piece. I think that a tulle skirt overall softens the entire look. It gives it a very feminine effect. And then we also see this piece around her waist, kind of like the vest of a suit, but it also draws everything in. And then she went with this classic red lip. And honestly, I feel like you really can't go wrong with red, black, and white. It is a color combination that I will appreciate again and again and again. So I really enjoyed this entire look. I found out that this Armani Prive gown that Monica is wearing took 3 seamstresses, a total of 270 hours to bead. That is absolutely incredible. It is a work of art. This was the closing look of Armani Prive Spring Summer 2025. The pageant girl in me loves this evening gown. I also really appreciate a beautiful halter neckline. I love seeing the up close details of this. I like that there is this very rich mixture of beading, sequins, and stones. And the way that this is beaded in this style, it kind of reminds me of waves, but more specifically when I was growing up in Southern California, during sunset, you would see these little gold flecks that had washed up upon the shore, and you would see it in the sand, and it would have this very, very similar pattern. So I don't know if Armani took any type of inspiration from nature, but that is really what it looks like to me. And it's just so well done. It's lovely, and it's perfectly tailored to her. Pamela Anderson is wearing a custom Jacquemus gown, and I love this on her. Obviously, white is such a classic color, and I feel like in an event like this, a lot of people are gonna go for an all black look. We don't really see a lot of all white gowns. I feel like they're kind of difficult to wear, but the beautiful ruching on this gown, it really just hugs her figure. I think she looks stunning in this. The one thing I would have loved to have seen though for styling is maybe a slightly more polished look of her iconic 90s voluminous updos. I feel like this could have been a great opportunity to bring back a little of that style with this gown. I think it would have looked beautiful. Felicity Jones in Armani Prive. So as you can see, I'm a big fan of Armani Prive. Now this gown looks like it's made out of a very rich velvet, which once it's under lights and once it's under the flash of a camera, velvet is really going to eat and absorb any flashes or extra light. So it's going to be able to make the black fabric look even darker than maybe a satin, for example. So this fabric is beautiful, and I think the velvet just makes it really rich and luxurious. And what I appreciate about this is the simple wrap around the waist, just like bring her in at the smallest part. I love the elongating neckline, that's gonna add height. And then what I really love here is this very unique sort of modified, elongated peplum look that we're seeing with the white contrast. And that is able to create this illusion of even more of an hourglass shape. And it's just done in a unique way to kind of create a more exaggerated figure just with a little bit of color and fabric. So I think this is absolutely stunning and classic. She did style this look with a deep red nail polish, and I do kind of wish we would have seen some matching rubies here and there. Just like work that into the jewelry somewhere. It doesn't have to be over the top, but even some subtle touches of red throughout this look I think could have been very beautiful. Kaya, Balenciaga, and Bulgari jewels. Honestly, this is such an effortless look. I really don't feel like she could have gone wrong with this. It's sexy, it's timeless, you can do it again and again and again. So I feel like if you're gonna go to a red carpet, if you're gonna go to a black tie event, this is a look that you can so easily recreate for yourself, even if you don't have a Balenciaga budget. Camilla is wearing Sabina Balenko, and wow, this gown was unique. We're seeing a lot of sheer fabrics this year, and I absolutely love this. Just the way it's constructed with this satin bodysuit underneath, and then the way that this sheer fabric that is completely beaded and rhinestone is falling. Now you can kind of tell at the neck, in order to get the collar to look the way that it does and stand as it does, you can kind of see that there is some nude structuring behind that to keep the shape of the gown, but it's still a beautiful illusion. And then we're seeing that sheer fabric go from the neck in between the bust, and then it's laying very nicely around her waist. I also love that it's giving her a little bit of extra shape, and just like the way that the fabric is holding up, that there's no wrinkles in the fabric. It looks absolutely beautiful, so luxe. So I think that this was a phenomenal choice for her. It definitely was a standout look for me. Naomi Aki in Versace. Wow. What a beautiful, I assume it's a chain mail look. And what Versace does so well is makes the chainmail lay on your body seamlessly. Now Versace does have a lot of very sexy looks, but this was just so well done. It wasn't relying on skin to stand out. Like, there's many ways to stand out with fashion and with a gown specifically, but I just love that we went a different route with this, a little bit more unexpected. I love the one shoulder neckline that seems to have, it looks like the fabric was rolled along that one shoulder, creating a little bit of volume, giving the gown something a little bit more unique and different. It's giving it a focal point that's drawing you up towards her face. And of course, there's no horizontal lines here, so it's very much elongating the body. Of course, the color on her, the fact that this is a metallic, always looks beautiful in my opinion on deeper or tan skin tones. It's just such a lovely choice, and I thought that she really stood out and looked lovely. Demi Moore in custom Alexander McQueen. was everything for me. This gown, it just sums me up, frankly. I was like, I would love to wear this look. I want to share something from her stylist. Brad Goreski confirms that we really wanted to work with a British brand for Demi's first BAFTA nomination, so it only felt right to work with McQueen. The dress truly feels like a work of art. We love the incredibly intricate embroidery that references stained glass, as it so beautifully mirrors the fragmented nature of her character. I feel like this gown was just so right for her, and I just love her signature long straightened hairstyle. The dark tone of her hair just really complements the colors in this gown. She looks absolutely stunning in this, and it's just tailored to perfection. This was probably my favorite look of the night. Those were the gowns that I really appreciated from the BAFTAs, but let me know which ones were your favorite.